Welcome to Last of the Romans Madden 24 modding tutorial. I'm gonna cover basically everything, at least as far as I can tell, and I've got a page of notes. I'm gonna cover everything. I'm gonna try to get you through this, assuming you have zero background knowledge. Like, I hope you can navigate the computer with me because we've got the video and you can maybe pause the video, watch what I'm doing, and be able to replicate it. I'm gonna be going a bit fast, so feel free to pause the video whenever things are starting to get too fast. You can always rewind. The biggest thing is don't worry about it. Like, you're not gonna mess this up. You're not in any danger, you know. Okay, you might mess it up, but you're not in any danger. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna have your computer have any problems. You're not gonna, there's not any way that this is gonna go poorly for you. So just don't worry about it, relax. We're gonna get through it. I promise you, if you know nothing now, you're still gonna be able to do this. This is not that hard. I have 100% confidence in anybody who watches this whole video and, pays attention and actually tries. You're gonna get through it. I promise you. Now, I am gonna be going a bit, well, we'll see. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try to get through things quickly without missing anything. We've got a lot to cover. I'm gonna take you from absolute novice, like not even a novice. You probably know nothing about Madden Modern. So that's the standpoint that I have based this video. Anyways, enough intro. Let's get into actually doing this. Okay, the first thing that you're gonna want to do to mod Madden. Well, you know what? Let's even talk about you don't have Madden. Go to Cheap Shark. Um, that's a great site, and then you'll wanna just type in Madden 24 and find the cheapest price. Yeah, so it's currently $14 on Epic. It's probably not going to be that for very long. I'm sorry it's this price at the moment and probably not for you. But you can check. It might be, hopefully. It's definitely worth it with the mods, I'll say that. Any price, really. I mean, I'm not gonna say what I'd pay because I'm not gonna give it EA any ideas. But this next thing that you need to do is go to your browser. What would you call it? I don't want to say your Google, but yeah, because I'm using DuckDuckGo here. I don't use Google. It doesn't really matter, but that's up to you. Anyways, what you want is Madden Modding Community Discord. Go ahead and Google that or DuckDuckGo it or whatever, and just go to the community Discord, and then yeah, it'll open it up in your Discord for you. You'll want to go to the announcements first. And here's the thing about watching this video. Everything that I'm about to tell you, every detail, well, okay, maybe not every detail, but most of the things I'm about to tell you, you can learn just by reading this installation download guide sub Discord, I guess. You can look at the tutorial or the installation guide that Sabo and Synthros have come up with. And Synthros even has a video that is better than this one. You can watch that one instead, and I'd recommend it even. It might be better. I haven't watched the whole video or even any of it, to be honest. I know what I know what I'm doing. So it might be better. It's probably better. Um, if you want to watch that one instead, I do not blame you. But instead, if you're still here, then let's do this. Let's do this thoroughly and try to make sure that you know everything that you're gonna do and that you need to do and that you might need to do. We're gonna cover everything here, and we're gonna get you the best gameplay mods and in the right load order. And I'll show you how to download any mod that you want to have in in your game. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about, other than just downloading stuff, is that it's probably best to, at this point, and this is a complicated thing, but I mean, it's mildly complicated. Let's just get to it. So, if you're using Windows 11, this is relevant to you. If you're using Windows 10, just totally ignore what I'm about to say because you don't need to worry about it. So, we're gonna go to we're gonna just Google that turn off, disable, or uninstall OneDrive, and then you can click on the first article, this one, the support for Microsoft. And so the problem here is that if you have Windows 11, what's going to happen oftentimes is that it's going to have your save files on the OneDrive instead of where they need to be. Okay? Um, so we don't want that. We want the game to work perfectly for you right away, right as soon as we're done with this video, which might be an hour. I'm aiming for 40 minutes. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll, see what happens. Anyways, let's get to this. Turn off, disable, or uninstall OneDrive. So let's read the instructions here. You're gonna go to the OneDrive cloud in your notification area to show the OneDrive pop-up. Now, I have Windows 10, so I've never even encountered this issue. I don't know exactly about it. But your notification area, I think even on Windows 11, is down here, and you can maybe click that arrow if it's there. I don't remember what Windows 11's back, screen and all that looks like. But in any case, it should be here, and it should be looking like a little blue cloud somewhere in this area, this general vicinity down here at the bottom right quadrant of your screen. And if it doesn't go, if that doesn't work, you can always go to your search and type in, let's see, I guess settings? Well, no, it'd be OneDrive help and settings. It's not going to pop up anything for me because I never used OneDrive as far as I'm aware. And if you don't have OneDrive installed, you're gonna see the same thing that I'm seeing right now, and you don't need to do anything from this point. Just skip ahead a little bit. Anyways, so then you'll go into this window, OneDrive settings. You'll have this. See if I can zoom in for you. Oops, that is the wrong thing to do. I don't know what I just did. Anyways, I guess it's control and then, yeah, okay. So I'm just trying to see what this would look like a little bit better for you. So I guess you go to account, you click on the OneDrive cloud icon, menu bar, three dots. So there's going to be three dots, ellipses that is. It doesn't show it in the. Oh, that's for Mac. Yeah, this doesn't even work for Mac, so don't worry about that. You're gonna unlink this PC if you're at that screen. Yeah. I think that's all you need to do. You could look at the uninstalling OneDrive part. But in any case, we need OneDrive uninstalled. So go through that. That's the one part I'm gonna ask you to really do yourself if OneDrive is on your computer. Alright, I'm sorry for this to have been such a complicated first task, but hopefully, you know, uh, you'll get through it. If not, you can always, I guess, contact me. It's fine. So I'll have to warn you that if you take out OneDrive and it's not working at that point, at least your saves are inaccessible. What you're going to need to do is either repair or reinstall Madden, and that should fix the problem. Now, you're going to need a file compression extractor, I guess. I don't know if I just made up that term or if that's the actual term, but what we're going to look for is either 7-zip or WinRAR. So go ahead and Google one of those. Let's get WinRAR. So if you don't have a way of opening these rares and zips that you're getting, or you just don't want to even find out if that's going to be a problem, just go ahead and Google WinRAR. It's WINRAR. Click on the WinRAR. If you have Windows 11, I think you take 86. Windows 10, you take 64. Not positive about that. You might have to try the other one, but it's only those top two for Windows. So it's one or the other, and you should, you'll figure it out um, by the fact that it either works or doesn't. Let's see. So what's next? Let's go ahead and get you the game installed. So just go ahead and install the game at this point, because it's best with now that you've got OneDrive enabled. So yeah, definitely uninstall OneDrive first, and now install Madden, because we want that documents folder to appear on in the right place. Now, if you've already installed Madden, you're gonna have maybe some more problems. Yeah, I'd be careful with the uninstallation of OneDrive. Just make sure you're not losing the files that OneDrive had. You'll need to copy those, I think. I'm not, I didn't do it, so, uh, that's the one part that's a problem, for you. But I think for most users, you're good at this point. So what we need to do is, now that we've got the game installed and we've got WinRAR installed, we're gonna start downloading mods. All right, and the first thing, we go to that Madden community, Madden modding community, sorry, and we're gonna go to the installation and download guide. We're gonna go to that, at the top there, and then we're gonna go down to the bottom and find the latest downloads for the mod manager, that is, and also for the Spark. You're gonna need those two. You can take the editor, you probably won't know what to do with it, and you probably won't use it anyways, so I wouldn't bother with it unless you have a specific intention for it. Okay, let's see. So we're now gonna download, yeah, we've downloaded, let's say, Spark and Mod Manager. Well, I'll do one of them so that you can see what it looks like. So I'll click it. It's gonna warn you it's potentially dangerous. These guys, there's no way that, yeah, well, anyways, it's safe. I'll promise you that. You can, uh, open that. I was just gonna see if it would show me where it's located, but yeah, there we go. So it opens like that. And the other way to open it is to click it there, or we could show it in the folder and then open it from your downloads, which is in your File Explorer. By the way, do you know what a File Explorer is? It should be this yellow icon at the bottom of your screen on your taskbar. If it's not, type into the search File Explorer and then pin it to your taskbar, because you will probably be using this points as a computer user, and we're certainly going to be using it. How to pin the File Explorer is to find File Explorer, and you can either pin it to Start, which will have it in the Start menu. If you were to go here, you could see it, or you can pin it to Taskbar. So I have it pinned, but I'll just unpin it to show you. So I pinned it to Start. I'll pin it to Taskbar, and it's pinned right there. And every time you want to get into your File Explorer, there it is, and you can navigate your whole computer storage through that File Explorer. So to download from once WinRAR is open, you can click on the mod contained as long as it's in a folder. I'll get to what happens if it's not in a folder later, but it is, so you just take it, and you've got two choices, and it is a bit dependent on your computer. We'll do both of them. So you can extract by simply dragging, like I left clicked, and then I just held it down and dragged it onto the computer. And that's one way of downloading or extracting a file from WinRAR. The other manner is extract to, which you would then select a location and hit OK, and it'll download. Um, so then I would, yeah, so you'll have that extracted. Um, you're gonna want to have Spark and Mod Manager extracted. So here's the where you have just a bunch of stuff and it's just not in a folder. Now, the other method for extracting to the Mod Manager that is, or any of your mods that are in rares or zips would be to hit extract to here. It'd take me a little bit of video editing to show you exactly how this looks. I'm unfortunately gonna have to skip it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It'll dox me if I do it, so I'd have to edit things. I'm not too worried about it. But anyways, so you can hit extract to, and then it'll say like desktop, and that's generally the best place to put it, and then it'll just put it the first open space, the top left, is usually where it'll put that file. So just find it on your desktop after you've extracted it, and it should be the same as just dragging it and having it extract. I think we're good with that. So we want to have Mod Manager. We're also going to get the Spark, and now with the Spark, um, it's kind of contained strangely, at least to me. Whereas, this file we just had it and, we just dragged down, it was like this. I'll open that again. And I just drag the folder onto the desktop and it's all good. Now with zips, you're gonna have to do it a little differently. I would, I'm gonna do it this way. This is not the best way. I'll get to the best way in a second, and you probably want to do it the best way as long as you can figure it out, and if not, okay, well, I'll tell you the best way first, actually. Extract to, do the extract to thing, but you're gonna need to go up and extract it, the meta file, this one, and then when you get to extract to and you get to desktop, instead of just extracting it, because it's gonna just dump those files that are contained, so you'll have like all of these just scattered across your desktop. You're gonna instead want to hit new folder. I believe it's to the top right of the extract to menu. And then it should have it named as it's named here, which is ideal. And it'll extract and you know be good. You know what? I'm wondering if it just extracts like this too. Oh no, it'll still extract into win as a WinRAR. Okay, so I'm gonna have to extract it a different way, just because otherwise I'll have to dox myself or edit the video, and neither of those sounds like a particularly interesting thing for me to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this way. I'll name it what it's named, just so that I know what version it is and what mod, what it is. And then I'll just take these contained folders and I'll drag them into the new folder. And now we have Spark installed. We've got We've got Madden Mod Manager installed too. What we're gonna want to do now, we're gonna want to hit New Folder, and we're gonna want to name it Madden 24. You can add mods, or yeah, let's just add mods. It's up to you. I'd have been fine with Madden 24. I will then have you. Well, we'll wait. Just a second. Don't place them yet. We're gonna go into Spark. We're gonna click on the executable. We're only gonna left click it once, all right? And then we're gonna go down to create shortcut. And then I want you to take that shortcut and place it anywhere on the desktop that you will remember it's there, whatever you want to do with it. You don't even have to do this step. It's just this will be easier for you. I have my Sparks shortcut there. I have my Modern Madden Madden Mod Manager. Man, that's a tongue twister. Uh, Creating the shortcut and having it there. Um, I just threw that away because I didn't need it. I already got the shortcut. Alright, so then the next step is let's get that mod manager running as admin. So go back into the mod manager, click on the application file, generally second from the bottom, MMC mod manager executable. Go to properties, you're going to go to compatibility. You're going to run this program as an admin because you need those privileges for this to run smoothly generally. And then you're good for that. The next step is to go ahead and put the mod manager and the Spark into the Madden 24 modding folder. Now, you know what? Let me just double check. Hold on, 86. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I might have told you this wrong. I feel like because I moved it into another folder, there is the possibility that shortcut no longer works. So you might have to remake your shortcuts and replace them on the desktop and delete the old ones. And I'm sorry if that is what happened and I just caused you a bit of an inconvenience. I'm gonna get these out of here. Let's see. So now you've got your Madden 24 mods. You've got working shortcuts, hopefully, because I just told you what happened if they don't work. We're gonna go ahead and alright, now I'm gonna teach you how to add an exclusion to your firewall so that it doesn't start eating your files, at least for Madden 24. This happens quite often, so this is good for everybody to do. Go to Virus and Protection System Settings. We're going to go down to Manage Settings under Virus and Threat Protection. Looks a little different on 11, I think. We're going to go down to Add or Remove Exclusion. Go ahead and add an exclusion. We're going to go and select a folder. We're going to select our Madden 24 folder on the desktop. And we're going to have an exclusion, and we're never going to worry about this again. Let's go ahead and look at that Discord for the Madden, man, I said it again, Madden modding community. We're going to go ahead and, let's see, we're going to go to, well, I'm just going to show you the mods. So if you go to Madden 24 under the MMC Lounge, and it might be like that, where it's, you haven't expanded it, you might need to expand it. Go ahead and click on the community mods, and then you're going to want to just have a look at the mods. These are all the mods. You can, you know, use as many as you want, but what we're going to do right now, okay, so the functions of this screen, you've got gameplay mods, you've got uniform mods, you've got texture mods, audio mods, commentary mods, well, those don't exist. Yep, so you've got mods of all various types, you can find them that way. If you don't see anything that you're looking for, go ahead and search that, but you're going to have to be incredibly precise. Discord search function makes it so that you have to be 100% on the wording used, so just be careful with that. You might have to try some things. You'll probably be able to find what you're looking for, but it might take a bit. You might have to do some things. So let's go ahead and look at uniform mods. I'm going to close that out. We're going to find you a uniform mod. Let's have a look at Ninja Duder's Legion of Loom uniform shop. There's a whole bunch of cool uniforms that he's got. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen these. I actually kind of like, ooh, yeah, no, I do like this one. I didn't, oh man, he's got the new, Manchester, United Giants uniform. Hold on. Okay, so what I want you to do is just go through, some of these uniform mods. I don't care which one you like the most, you find it, and you know, you can download it. Any of these, you're gonna find the FB mod file. It'll say FB mod at the end. See, this one's got it too. This one's got it. They've all got it. That's how you download every mod. It's every single mod that you download is gonna have an FB mod file, without too many exceptions, really. So I've got a whole bunch of jerseys, but I guess let me see what he's got recently. Ooh, but those are concepts. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna download this Panthers one. So it's gonna download, and then you can hit right click on it, and you'll go to Show in Folder, and then you're gonna want to just drag it out onto your desktop. Or the other option here, you don't actually have to drag it out onto your desktop. It's either you drag it out on your desktop because this second option doesn't exist, or you just take it and you drag it directly into the mod manager, and it's gonna install right away. Let's see where it installed. It's right here. It's by Danielson, it said. Let's see. So I might have honestly had the other one. I'm just gonna double check so that I know what I'm doing here. Panthers uniforms, Panthers. Yeah, I think I had these, the older version of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and uninstall that mod, and the way to uninstall the mod, and I'm gonna circle back to this later because you're gonna need this later to. I'm just checking to make sure that other Panthers mod is something I need to delete. Chase Bizzle. Oh, okay. So that's not even the same. Yeah, I've got different Panther mods. This is even a third Panther mod. So what you're going to do for every single mod that you're ever going to download is you're going to drag it into the mod manager on this side, however you can. Either if you have to take it from downloads or the desktop, or however you get it in there, it's going to install. You're going to hit apply mod, and then it's going to apply right away. I'm just going to reorder where it is in the load order because I like to keep all my team's mods together. So like I've got the 3 Panthers mods, and this will be relevant later. I'll come back to it. Let's see. So you've picked your favorite jersey. You now know how to install it, and you can use that, whenever you're playing with that team. So that is the basic method to draw. I mean, that is every mod you download is going to be that exact same process, exactly the same process, except for a few exceptions, which I'm going to now cover. Let's see. So we want to download the latest rosters, I would think. So you're gonna go to the modding Discord, and you're gonna go down to the MMC Team M24 mods, or yeah, well, I'm assuming this is just for 24. I'll probably have to make a new video for 25 or something like that. But in any case, find Synthrosis mod, and now find the download here. It says Start Today mod, and then click on the Google Drive, and then it'll download. And I've already downloaded this, so I'm gonna skip this step and say that I've already downloaded it. I mean, you know how to do these things. You can download a WinRare, and you just drag it out onto the desktop, and then anyways, we've got the WinRare. Well, this is a zip in this case. I want you to open it, and we're gonna install this whole Start Today mod, and you're gonna have up-to-date rosters. You're gonna have draft classes going to, well, you're gonna have draft classes with portraits, that is, until 27. The 28 draft class is created. However, it does not yet have portraits. I might actually have to be making that, and we'll see. I don't know. But in any case, where we're at now is that we want to. Oh, well, here's another thing, and actually, this is really where I'm going, anyways. You're gonna want to go to your File Explorer. You're gonna want to go to Documents. You're gonna want to go to Madden 24, and hopefully it is there. If you haven't launched the game ever, then it's not going to be there. So you'll need to launch the game at least once to get this folder generated. Uh, Let me think about it. Oh yeah. So if you had problems with the OneDrive, uh, it might not be here, and then that's going to be a problem. Um, you know, try starting the game. If it doesn't, after you have deleted OneDrive generate here, then you're gonna need to file a probably, you know, at least search for help, maybe file a troubleshooting thing. And I'm gonna show you how to do the troubleshooting thing really quick because uh, yeah, we're gonna need to. So you're probably gonna at some point run into a problem. So go ahead and go to the modding thing, go to troubleshooting help. You're gonna make a new post, and you're gonna follow this template. Uh, just do your best that you can to follow this template, and you should be good to go. Somebody should come along and help you, as long as you are posting the template, you know, following the template post, and you know, doing what you can. You should get some help. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go back to Madden. Why did I say it again? Madden 24 in Documents, and go to your saves. And I've got just a whole bunch of them. You're probably, if you've just launched Madden, if this is the, you know, you've only done it one time, you're only gonna have one file, and that's Profile Madden. Okay, but I've got a ton. Hopefully it doesn't distract you. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get draft these career files in the right place. So you're gonna click on the top one, alright? You're gonna hold, that is, Shift on your keyboard, if you can, hold Shift, and click the bottom career file. And now that will select everything. And you no longer need to hold Shift, you're good. But if you're, you know, wanting to learn something, you can also hold Control and click, and you can add, you know, at Heart's Desire, add or remove things that you've got selected. Just letting you know that you can do that. You're not gonna, it's, you know, whatever. So now go ahead and, once these files are selected, just drag them into that saves folder, and I've already done this. It's already installed, so we're good there. And then you're gonna want leave that folder open, but go ahead and install the fbmod file. It'll you know, be the same process as every mod ever for Madden. You're dragging it onto the desktop, or you're dragging it into the left side of the mod manager. You're gonna remember to apply it if you're lucky. Ooh, I gotta move that. Let me see. I think it needs to be. I gotta double check that later. Anyways, let's see. Where was I at? So you've got that all taken care of. Oh, we're gonna also have you go to optional files. I went into optional files above the career files. And then go ahead and take that rookie portraits file, and just, I'm not gonna do it, but just drag it out onto your desktop and just save it. I guess I'll do it just to show you. Yeah, it'll be fine. Hey, it worked. Okay, we're good. It's not that it was not gonna work, I just thought it was gonna take forever, potentially. Let's see, so now you've got the Start Today mod installed, you've got the saves installed, so the other thing that I want you to do is go ahead and find that Start Today career file, and go ahead and copy it and paste it. I'm going to do that myself. And we're going to go ahead and rename it, and we're going to leave the career and the dash, but anything after that is fair game. You can name it whatever you feel. Whatever you feel. You don't have to. It's literally whatever you want to name it. I just want you to duplicate the start today file and never progress the start today file just in case. Always rename it and then go from there. Okay, I believe that is good for this folder. I'm gonna then teach you how to download the... Ooh, wait, I did think I wanted to do something else at this point. Hold on, let me just double check where I was gonna do that. Okay, yeah, we can wait a little bit. So, yeah, the other thing that I was thinking about, that's gonna be down the road. Next up here is gonna be adding Sabo's gameplay mod. And I have to, just hold on, let me pause this. Okay, so we're back in the Discord from Madden, and we're gonna go ahead and find some gameplay mods, and I want you to install 3 of them. And I think these are the right 3 to install. So we're gonna go to Community Mods, and we're gonna go to Gameplay, and we're gonna start with the scrambling mod. So this faster QB dropback and pocket speed scrambling by Snowball Putty. That's going to be the first one that you're going to download. And that downloads and installs like every of the mod files that you've downloaded so far or will in the future. Just get it from the WinRare or Rare, that is, or Zip. What is it here? It doesn't matter. But anyways, so just download that like you've downloaded everything else into your mod manager. Remember to apply it, and you'll be good. Now the second one I want you to download is this Ultimate Bullet Lob and Touch Pass. You know what? Let me explain why we're downloading these. So in the base game, obviously the drop back is not as fast as it could be, and the pocket scrambling, man, that is just really frustrating in Madden, because in base game Madden, that is. Because you're playing vanilla, you're playing with, like, let's say Lamar Jackson, and you try to escape the pocket. Well, in the program files for the game, it has it so that your quarterback's speed is matched by the defenders that are pursuing them while in the pocket and behind the line of scrimmage. I think that's the problem, but it just makes it really, really difficult to scramble out of the pocket because you're just like caught in mud sometimes, and it just doesn't feel like it's realistic at all. Now, the ultimate bullet lob and touch pass. Now that one, it changes the trajectory of those 3 pass types because in base game Madden, the arcs on those are extremely flat and unrealistic. A quarterback has a much greater arc than the base game allows. And Snowball Putty has attempted to fix that, and so go ahead and download that, and it downloads the same as the last one, you know. I'm sure you know what you're doing if you got this far and are still following along. So yeah, go ahead and get those 2 downloaded. We're gonna get the big one, though. This is the most important mod of any of the mods, except for maybe Start Today. You're gonna want to find Sabo's mod, you're gonna want to find the download section, and you're gonna download that gameplay mod. Now you could download the franchise mod as well, but that's already contained in Start Today, and you don't need it. If you want to play CPU versus CPU, it's right there. If you're playing college football, you can download his playbooks. But we're not... For the first part of the video, we're not going to have college football mod installed. I'll get to that at the end if that's something that you want to do, but I don't recommend... I shouldn't say I don't recommend it, but I don't... I don't know how to say that. I just would personally, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say anything about that. So, it's a really good mod. I'm not saying it's not. It's definitely good, you know, to be fit, put an amazing amount of work into it, and it's incredible what he's done. We'll get to how to install it. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Anyways, let's go to presentation packages. because that's something people always like the idea of. So we're gonna go to TBR's mods, and you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get the better grass mod. So that's TBR's weather mod, and you want that heavy snow. You definitely want. Oh, yeah, this is I mixed those two up, but you're gonna want heavy snow in the weather mod. The other one you're gonna want is Beefit's better grass, and that's a very essential mod because he makes the grass look really nice. Now, a note on this, and I'm gonna probably go over this one more time. Uh, they're both affecting the field, so if you use them at the same time in your mod manager, because you can only have one enabled at a time, but you probably have two to start with. So it probably looks like this one, I'm going to move this one down just so that you can see what I mean a little bit better. So I have the grass and the weather heavy snow mod here, and yeah, you can't do that both at the same time. If you try it like this, I'm not sure with the load order, but it's probable that the grass is going to be poking through the heavy snow. And that's really the problem. So if you're using, if I'll show you how to find the weather later. That's actually really close. But you know what? Let's just try to get through this. We're gonna go ahead and just leave grass on for now. If you ever, because there's not going to be a lot of snow games, if you ever run into a snow game, you can come back and take off the grass mod, put on this heavy snow mod, and you're good to go. And yep, that's all you really need to know about that. So for the presentation mods, they're TBRs, and he's got Fox, he's got CBS, and he's got Amazon Prime Thursday night football presentation. Now, if you're using the college football mod, you can only use the CBS one as far as I'm aware. I'm not positive on that. I think it's maybe just that the other two don't have a logo. It probably maybe even has an NFL logo in those presentations. I don't know. But CBS is fully compatible with the college football mod. Okay, so you'll have those installed, and I do have. We're gonna need to talk about load order at some point. I think this might be the time. So you're going to want ultimate bullet, lob, and touch pass with the highest priority at the bottom. So wherever it is, just click on it and then click on the down arrow and move it down until it's at the bottom. If you're using the college football throwaway or the college football mod, you will have needed to download this throwaway fix, which is included with Sabo's mod. I guess I should, yeah, we never really got to how to install Sabo's mod, which is really just the same as every other mod that you've downloaded. You just take the FB file, get it into the mod manager, and you're good to go. But that throwaway fix is only needed if you're playing the college football mod, and you need it one above the ultimate bullet and lob touch pass thing, but you want it as close to the bottom as you can get it. So we're good with that. We've got then, I don't think that one works, we'll not worry about it. But if you have college football mod downloaded, you'll want it above the gameplay mod throwaway fix, and you're definitely going to want that throwaway fix below the actual mod. And then above the college football mod, you're going to want your grass and snow mod and any of the presentation mods that you have. Another point here is that you can only have one presentation package at a time. It will overwrite them or just simply crash if you don't. So you'll have to select CBS, NFL, or Prime at a given time prior to the game, and that's how that's how you have to do it. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. So I want you to also go to community mods and go to, let's see, it's this Pepe the Frog's start today compatible draft class portraits, which is under draft class or franchise. If you click all, you can find those tags. So like franchise, there it comes up. So you should be able to find it then. You'll download the drive file. You will then have, let's see, so you'll have this file once you get, oh, no. It's not the entire file, that's the problem. Let me check my downloads, see if I have the entire file. Okay, I got it. So this is what the file is gonna look like. It's portraits mod. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. You're gonna go ahead and go to the documents again. Go to Madden 24. Go to saves, and go ahead and just drop the career draft files straight into that saves file, like you did with the roster, with the start today roster and all of that. And then you're gonna want to put that his FB mod file into your mod manager, and you're gonna apply it just like you did all the other mods like that. I'm also gonna need you to hit the MFT images and go ahead, and you don't have to double click it like I did. Just extract that file like I have it here. I think that's the right thing. Oh no, I got the whole thing because I needed that's true. I needed the I just needed the whole thing. Let's say that. So, but for your purposes, go ahead and get that MFT images file out onto your desktop by the other file, the MFT rookie portraits one that you had downloaded earlier. Okay, so you're good there. You've got Pepe's mod installed. You're gonna want to have that mod in terms of load order. Let me just double check. A higher priority. Yeah, so it needs to be below start today. So I just have it right below start today. I'm going to keep it above the presentation packages and the weather mods. It should be good there. And it's going to give you portraits for all draft classes up to 27. I'll think about helping and working on 28. I'm just not going to be able to guarantee that is going to happen, at least for me. Pepe might do it. There's a few other people that look like they might do it as well. So anyways, you're going to want to have the gameplay mod next after the start today mod. And then you're going to want faster QB dropbacks and pocket speed above the gameplay mod. And in terms of load order, it'll be below it. Hold on just a second. I'll pause the video and answer that person. Okay, not entirely sure where I left off, but I think after the faster QB dropbacks and pocket speed scrambling, we're gonna put all of our uniform mods there. Just dump them all there. And then I like to, again, have them grouped by team. So if you, yeah, like I've got the two Patriots ones. And then, I don't know if I already made this point, but it's worth repeating anyways. You're only going to have 2 mods, alright, of these uniform mods, only 2 at a time, optimally. So before you start Madden, go ahead and figure out which matchup you're gonna do. Let's say the preseason game between the Ravens and the Commanders. I'm gonna have this Ravens uniform, and actually Commanders is lower. The drip mod by Bengal for the Commanders. And like I said, you only want the 2 that you're playing enabled because it'll cause issues if you try to have every single mod enabled at the same time. It's just not gonna work. Okay, so you'll have to follow that advice. Let's see. So the next thing I want you to do is we're gonna go ahead and download the My Franchise app, and that's a really special app. This is really, I mean, this is what we're here for. This app. I mean, there's all these mods are great, but the My Franchise app is kind of like the crown jewel in the Madden modding community. And I'll tell you why, and you'll believe me after I tell you. Or at least after trying it yourself. So go ahead and go to the My Franchise tool, download, go to the bottom, and find the latest version, which for me is this setup 1.33 executable, and it will say once running it, you know, just install it for as many users as you want. Yep, yeah, it's not that hard of a install. It's gonna work pretty seamlessly. Uh, but if you can't find it, like let it run after installing, so it'll open up like this for you. You're not gonna have like 50 mods over here or saves over here. You're gonna have yeah, you're gonna have this option first, and you're gonna select progression tool. Never again, never again are we gonna be stuck with this RPG linear garbage XP system that base Madden uses. Never again. We are free. We are free, my friend. So progression tool every time. Never forget. And then what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna find that file that we made, whatever you feel. Yeah, you can open that if you like, but really we just need this downloaded for now. We're not going to actually open the career file. What we're going to do instead, we're going to open this file here at the bottom right. It's going to take you to where all of the guts of my franchise are. You're going to then find portraits, alright? You're going to find that whatever you feel, or whatever you want, actually no, it was whatever you feel, sorry. It was whatever you feel. Where did I put that? Oh, it might not have even created yet, so let me just get that created. I have to load it at least once in Madden, my franchise. So I'll go to whatever you feel, it'll generate, and yeah, I guess you will have to do this too. So open your whatever you named it thing, so that it'll generate the file, and then you can just go ahead and yeah, you can then, well no, you'll have to go to load file. You'll have to click on that folder again. Well, you won't have to do it again, but you will have to get this open. And then you'll go to portraits, and then you're gonna find whatever you feel, or you named it, whatever you named it. So I got whatever you feel, and then we're gonna go back to those rookie portraits that we had, and you're gonna open those up by left double clicking. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize it switched windows. You're gonna click on the top leftmost portrait, number 719, and you're gonna go all the way down to the bottom by scrolling, and you're going to hold shift down and select the last of the portraits, and then just go ahead and drag that into whatever, the file that, the other folder that we have open, where your portraits are stored. So that's done. And you're gonna go to the other one, and you're gonna do the same thing for Pepe's portraits, and just drag those. Oh, I messed up. So you left click on that one, shift click on this one. Oh, why is it not dragging? I am sorry about this. I guess I am hitting the spaces between the files and not the files when I go to drag, and that's probably what it is. There we go, and that'll take a second and then be done. We can get rid of those folders. We can then go to my franchise, and every one of the rookies and all those draft classes, they're gonna be nearly fully portraited now, which is really cool, and something that I'd always wished would be possible with Madden. But anyways, let's have you learn how to use this franchise tool. We're gonna need to do a few things to start the franchise. So we're gonna go to tools, and let's go ahead and generate some weather, because if I'm looking at the schedule here, the base game, the base roster has absolutely no weather variation throughout because Sabo, or not Sabo, Synthros, I believe wants you to generate it yourself. So we go to weather generation and it'll generate it right away. And to me, 2 snow games in a season is that's nothing. So I think you want to aim for 5. If you get 5 snow games and less than, like, I don't know, I'd just go for 5 snow. That's just keep going. Oh, there was 6 and I passed it. Oh man, I'm going for 5 though. So I just keep going until you get to 5. 4 and 20. I don't know. I definitely just want 5 at least. Okay, so 6 and 11. I'm not great with 11 rain, but it's better to have the 6 snow than anything. So as long as you've got 5 or more snow, confirm the weather and you're good. Um, okay, so then the next step that you're gonna do is the progression tool. We're gonna have some fun here. This is run every preseason, week 1, right? Uh, yeah. So you are not in franchise mode right now with the file open, so you can continue past that first screen and you'll have a first time initial setup, and that's going to generate the progression for your file. And let's just see, let's have some fun here and see what it did. I really like to evaluate the progression tool, it's always fun. So the progression tool had Caleb Williams jump up 6 points to 84, McCarthy 76 with a 6 point boost. Wow, Devin Leary, the Kentucky quarterback who was undrafted, up to 71. Jordan Love would be an 85. It's got Purdy going up 3 to an 88. It's pretty cool. Jonathan Brooks, 11-point jump. Brookie, or Bucky Irving, my bad. Kendall Milton, Marshawn Lloyd. Actually, this is a really cool file. I might keep it. I was just gonna delete this, but anyways, I do like how it generated this progression, and I guess I should explain why this is so cool. That is because the base game has linear progression where every player progresses the same. I mean, they have their dev traits, but it's so flat and, it's just boring. The XP is boring. I'm gonna just say it. I don't like it. I specifically don't like it. And this is the greatest, this progression tool. But it gets even better because at the end of the season, once everything is done and you're in the staff week of the off season, you can use the Stats Matter tool. Now, this just came out. It'll change the yeah, it's gonna make stats relevant when it comes to progression and regression. I haven't run this ever because it just came out, and I'm absolutely thrilled. But anyways, let's see what else we've got here. I think I'm gonna get to this stuff later. So yeah, you've got your progression report, and it's really awesome. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, you're really enjoying seeing, who got bumped up a whole lot, like Wandale Robinson up to an 88. I mean, come on, that's cool. Edrin Cooper up to an 83. That's cool. Kool-Aid McKinstry, literally cool. Okay, so I think that's enough of the. Oh no, I was gonna cover the other tools in this section. Let me double check that. Yeah, I can do that now. Okay, so yeah, now you know how to use the weather generator. You know how to use the progression tool. You know when and how. Well, when to use the Stats Matter tool. You can look at the view tools tool schedule. You're gonna want to have match scheme and balance rosters used. Well, it looks like there's multiple times where you can do that. Yeah. But it's also got remove all injuries, which is nice. It can generate motivations for players, which is cool because it can use yeah, you run that staff week. right after the stats matters tool. So you do stats matters, you do motivations, and then there's a clear cap space tool. You probably won't use that too much. Injury or reserve fix if you need to. Just trade block. Yep, that does what it says. Match scheme. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do that myself, and I don't. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad tool. I have run it once. Um, yep. You can run the balance rosters at any time. Yep. It feels a little. Yeah, I mean that it is what it is. Free agent lottery is when you are at the draft recap stage. Or you can run it at any point during the preseason or regular season, and it's just gonna go ahead and take the free agents and push them onto teams based on where it thinks they might need to go, and that's that. And it's really helpful. Although I never run it, but I know it is. Trade lottery, pretty much the same thing as the free agency lottery. It's gonna make sensible decisions for the computer. Now, the one thing you should know is that at the end of your season, during the actually it's staff hiring week of the off season, which is the week after the Super Bowl, you're going to want to export season data if you want it referenced in future, well, just in the future, because otherwise that data goes away. It'll have remnants of it, but it's easier if you just do this. Okay, so now you know everything about this tool, at least that you need to. At least the basics of it. I think you're good at this point with the My Franchise tool. I'm gonna keep that there. Let's see. Okay. We've got your mods. We've got your everything really working. So let's go ahead and get the game working. And let's see it working. And I'm actually gonna just throw some passes out there just to show you some things. I'm gonna try to do it quickly, but we'll see. So where am I at in terms of time? Oh man, it's already 45 minutes for this section. Anyways, so what you do every time you want to launch the game, have Sparks open, activate mods, go ahead and launch the game through the mod manager. You cannot launch the game elsewhere, like Epic. Well, don't get it on Epic if you can, by the way. If you're launching it through Steam or EA app, it's not going to work. Another note is any online, there's no multiplayer online. I'm gonna, throw this out there. You can technically, you can do like multiplayer with, uh, you know, little no gameplay, I guess, is what I'd say. Like long term, you're just managing franchises. You can do that through Parsec or through the transfer of save files between you and your friend if you want. If you want to play games, you can play through Parsec, but whoever is hosting is going to have a distinct advantage. So really, the best way of doing that, if there's buffering and lag and all of that, is to have the host of Parsec have them. You're always gonna click through this account error. But you're gonna have the person hosting Parsec, you're gonna have them play the quarterback, and then or whoever is not hosting and has to deal with all the stuttering and glitching and all of that stuff, just the visual problems that streaming like that, causes. You'll want to have them control the running back, most likely. Wide receiver isn't the worst thing in the world. I have trouble with it. I've even done quarterback from the non-host perspective and done well, but it just, it can stutter a bit and be hard to play. And for some people, it's unplayable. So what I need you to do now is we're gonna actually just have a look at the settings really quick. Everything is probably good as it is. I do turn all of these up, and then it looks like roughing the passer down, false start and offsides are down. I don't know if that's accurate. You don't have to do that. I've got it on 50. Oh yeah, so I have it. Yeah, these were my user versus user sliders. Really, with the Sabo's gameplay mod, you just keep these on 50 and you're gonna be pretty good. Actually, this is wrong because I had realized that that actually makes it more difficult. So it's supposed to be reaction times at 100. And if you're having trouble, you can try it at 100 because it'll hopefully decrease the reaction time oddly. Because you would think adding it up to 100, that's more reaction time, right? They're gonna have faster reactions, is what you would think. But no, it's a longer reaction time for whatever reason. You might want to boost interceptions up over time. I've got pass coverage up boosted because reaction time is slower, so pass coverage needs to be better to compensate for the lack of reaction. I would have power for the field goal turned up in the punts because I feel like those are a little underpowered in the base or the base mod. So then you'll want to have accuracy a little bit worse to compensate for that, and kickoff power a little bit bigger. But yeah, other than that, you don't even have to change any of that. Just leave it at 50. It's fine. Sabo did an excellent job. Snowball Putty also did a very good job. So anyways, you'll want skill level at whatever your skill level is. Gameplay style simulation. If you've never played Madden before, if you're like for whatever reason European and just wanting to play football for the first time on a whim, like you don't know anything about it, you're gonna go ahead and start on rookie. You just start on rookie. When you start to get bored because it's too easy, go up to pro. Same step there, go up to all pro. I think you even if you're in that situation, you know exactly what I mean by going up skill levels like that. So just start, where you feel comfortable. All Madden, if you're, I'm gonna say this as well. If you've been playing All Pro for years, because All Madden is, let's be honest, kind of. I'm trying to think of the most politically correct way of saying this. Okay, I couldn't come up with one. All Madden is that frustrating. At least base game. Now with Sabo's mod, I don't find All Madden cheats ever. I've never seen it cheat. Like it's a different game with Sabo's mod. Like well, okay, I guess because of all the mods I've downloaded and I'm having you download, and the fact that I've changed the reaction time to be much higher, that does result in a little bit of a different game than even most people who have Sabo's mod are playing. But it's gonna be more fluid, I feel like, than vanilla All Madden, and less likely to cause frustration. Now, you have a few options with quarter length. I used to start with 12 and 15. I still think that's the way to go. I'm going to be honest with you. 14 minutes and 11 seconds is good. I think you can... I wouldn't... Well, okay, you can go to 10, I think. But you need to increase the minimum play clock to 20 if you're at 10. That should be the only thing. Accelerated clock is good. Oh yeah, that's your other option. If you're at 10, you don't have to have minimum play clock. You can turn off the accelerated clock, I believe. And then you should still have a good number of plays. You're going to want to be looking for 60 plays of offense per team, which is 120 plays per game, if you want a realistic game of football. I'm also always going to receive on the coin toss, I would say. That is always advantageous as far as I can decipher, at least in my mind. That is the strategy to go with. Receive or go with the wind. And then here's the big one, passing type. If you've just started Madden for the first time, I probably should have told you this earlier, but you're going to want placement and power, and I guess you can change it now if I hadn't said anything and you picked the wrong one. Uh, yeah, you don't want classic passing. You don't want placement and accuracy. You want placement and power, and the reason for this is because placement. Well, let's start with classic passing. You're just not going to have the dynamic ability to maneuver and well to really place the ball where you want. It's going to be a lot more muted. Get good with the placement and power, and you'll feel good about it. Placement and accuracy, the problem with that is that it relies on your ability to time things, and it overrides the ability of the player. Uh, so you could take the greatest quarterback of all time and just whiff every single pass, because your accuracy is just trash. Or you could be a god sweat and take the worst quarterback and for whatever reason, just have perfect accuracy. Just great timing it would take and yeah, everything. So yeah, don't use placement and accuracy unless you're okay with it overriding the player's ability and making the game unrealistic, in my opinion. But yeah, placement and power is your best bet. You can use passing slowdown. Now, here's another thing about Sabos mod. You're probably gonna want to turn up pass blocking at some point. Also, I turn up wide receiver catching a little bit. Don't turn up ball security like me. I only turned it up because I'm playing user versus user, and for whatever reason, when user is... Well, actually, even this is off. It's supposed to now be, I think, 75. But even in user versus user, or especially in user versus user, there's just a bunch of random fumbles. But that slider takes care of them. So you're good if you've got it at 50. Yeah, that's where you want it, I think. Now, as far as what you want to do with freeform reticle max distance. Now, this one, I'm only using this because I am pretty good with aiming the passes. I use far. I use 12 reticle speed. That's a lot of distance per, for every time you attempt the pass, you get a range, and that's this max reticle distance that determines it. So I'm allowing it further out. I'm having it be quick to go through the reticle, and it's difficult, and there are downsides to it. You're gonna throw passes that are perfectly accurate, right? It's going to say at bottom, perfect accuracy, and you're like, oh, why did that miss? And it's because you yourself aimed it a bit too far, and that is, again, where it's kind of maybe not being fair to the player's ratings, but I like it, so I use it. So you know what? If you want to use it, I'm not going to tell you not to, but if you're a beginner, do not... don't... I can't tell you not to. If you want to just get good and have it on far and 12 right away, I'd say go for it. If you've got that dog in you, let him bark. But for most of you that are just starting out, you're going to need it on near, because it's like the same as far, except for you can't miss passes, really. And that's what you want. I mean, you're still going to miss passes when they're inaccurate passes, but you're not going to miss anything that's on target. Whereas, like I had said, with far, you can have perfect accuracy, and it still misses. Because you aimed it too high to the, say too high to the right, too high to the left, you aimed it too low, whatever. It just, yeah, far can be a problem. And then you can keep those visible or not, that's up to you. There's nothing else here. What I'm gonna then teach you is share and manage files. and you're going to want to go to load and delete, and you're going to want to look at rosters, and you can load any of those. I've got the college football beta. This is not how it looks now. The new download has it called Play Now, or there's a franchise file, I believe. So I've got the franchise files, and you can load them right here if you want, I believe. But I'm not going to. I have. I'm going to show you the other way of getting to your franchise, which is to just go to the franchise, and then you're going to go to the name of whatever file it is that you feel, and you're going to open it, and then there is all of your stuff, like, yeah, everything should be good from then on. I clicked the wrong thing, my apologies. I'm still getting quite tired, so it's becoming difficult to do this video, but in any case, I'm going to power through. Let's go ahead and look at the Bears and see Caleb Williams and make sure everything installed. Okay, we've got Caleb Williams, we've got Austin Reed, we got Brett Rypien. I'm not going to look at Badgett. I know he's already not there, but it's got, like, everybody else. So we know the mod's working at this point. If you've checked the Bears and it's Caleb Williams, smiling face, then you're good. And you can do whatever. I'm going to go ahead and take, I guess, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And I'm just going to go to practice mode and show you... Oh, that's the wrong thing. I just want to show you what the mods have done a little bit. I'm not gonna do too much of this. We got other things that we need to get to. I guess not the Ravens. I guess I'm gonna try the Commanders and hope that I don't have to change the roster at all. So I'm gonna go to practice. I'm gonna show you what really how to use the reticle and the trajectory mod and all that. Yeah, I can't teach you easily. Not something like that. You're just gonna have to play the game and you'll get a feel for it. Let's have a look at a deep pass that has at least somebody underneath. I am best with, well, I guess I'm best with dagger. And then for the defense, I'm going to give them, I'm going to use a base defense. I want to use Tampa 2. Okay, so we got Mariota at quarterback, which is a problem. I do not want to see him. Yeah, so apparently you can't use Jaden Daniels right now in preseason because of, I believe, the roster being a little bit too big. But anyways, we'll try it with Mariota. I'm sorry I didn't have that figured out. I might be able to fix it in a minute, but in any case, we are where we are. I'll show you what it looks like. So you're gonna, oh yeah, that's the other thing. I'll get to it in a second, never mind. See, that was a pass that I wouldn't have had in that area, at least, with any other passing style. We're going to go to, not depth chart, options, settings. I'm just going to have you look at the controls really quick for passing and to the top left. So, like, there's, like, what, I guess there's probably just a bunch of variations of passing, but you can, for... you know, your basic passing, you're hitting like X or circle or box or triangle or whatever, R1 even, and it just passes on the body. You can use the left analog stick to lead them a little bit or to determine where the pass goes, but it's muted, meaning you don't have great flexibility and control. And I do use that kind of passing. I would say, you know, to a good extent, especially if I've just been playing the college football game. But anyways, there's high pass modifier, which you're pretty much gonna have, you're just gonna have trouble using that, I feel like. it's rare that I think to use it, and it also doesn't work out much. But we'll look at that in practice in a second. The one that you're going to use a lot that I came here for is the L2, the freeform placement passing. And that is what I'm hitting on every single one of these passes as far as I can. I'm just going to bomb it here because I want to see. Yeah, I didn't think that's going to happen. I'm going to be throwing a lot of dumb passes to the deep route just to see what happens. I want to see what, oh, yeah. The pressure is pretty overwhelming with Sabo's mod, so I know I already mentioned it, but it is. So that was a high pass just to see, and it was ugly and about a 0% chance, really. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit, looks like Crowder over the middle or whatever I see, and just show you. That was kind of a muted L2, but I do use that modifier as much as possible. Now, one thing that you can do with the modifier is if you're like about to throw an interception, you can be like, oh shoot, and like move it towards an extreme away from the defender. I'm gonna see if I can generate that kind of a play. Requires, oh yeah, I just couldn't find it. Okay, so against this coverage, which is I believe, oh I selected Tampa 2, so that's why. It's gonna have a guy right here, so I'd be like that, and then I pushed it over the linebacker's head so that he couldn't pick it. And that was partially because of Snowball Putty's trajectory mod that he didn't get that ball, and it's also because of the reticle placement. Alright, so now I think you're good mostly. There's a few more things that we need to cover. Really just one for you if you're not using the college football mod. If you're using the college football mod, I'm really not feeling like getting to that, but I probably will. Okay, so where was I going with this? Oh yeah, how to update the game. So when the game is complaining about an SDK file not being up to date because Madden is updated and changed the schema or whatever it is that they changed that the SDK file fixes, you're gonna have to do this. So you're gonna activate, and then you're gonna go ahead and just apply mods. And or not apply mods, I'm sorry. You're gonna activate the thing, and you're gonna open your game, your Madden, outside of the mod manager. Actually, yeah, because the mod manager will be doing the SDK thing. It'll say something, and you'll hit like OK on it, and then it's gonna say waiting for game to launch, and you're gonna go ahead and do as I just said, launch the game, and then let it go through the SDK process, which is gonna take a long time depending on your computer. And to give you an exact idea, it's gonna take between, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 minutes at the best, and I think I've heard as many as like a half an hour at the worst. But it's most likely gonna be about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't sit there and watch it. It just, I usually go and do something else while that's being done. But anyways, that is how you update your SDK. And that's the only thing you need to know. And this is the end of the video for you if you're not interested in the college football mod. I'm gonna go over it in a second. Yeah, but it's not even difficult. I don't know what I'm complaining about. Okay, so you just open the college football mod. There's the newest version. There's the FB mod file. Get that into your... Actually, I do need that, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. It's going to take a little while for me. Yep, so this is also how you update your mods. Actually, if you are still watching and thought the video was over and we're just kind of like, I'm going to go, you might want to stick around for this because this is how you update mods. So it's now installing. I'll apply it once it's done. Yep, this one in particular takes forever. Let's do the other stuff that we need to do while it's doing that. So you're going to go into that saves folder, and that saves folder is going to have the play now and the franchise, and you're going to put those into your saves in Madden 24 documents. Oops, that is not my save. Okay, out of the park. That is there. Which is a fantastic game if you're interested. Documents, Madden 24, saves. Just dump those in there, and if you're playing Play Now, load Play Now through the Creation Center like I showed you, or franchise if you're in franchise or wherever. If you're using franchise, you're also going to go to add-ons. You're going to use the hybrid playbook unless you're using Sabo's playbook thing. I think. I don't know what even it does, to be honest with you. I haven't downloaded this mod in a while. If you're using the CBS presentation, you can use that CBS logo. I believe the load order is for it to be lower than where you have your college football mod. So here's the thing with the college football mod. We're going to need to go ahead and remove that before we can apply, or well, you can do it whenever, but you're going to want to remove it. So the old version has been successfully uninstalled. I'm going to double check. Looks like, yeah, it did get removed. I'll bring in the new one then. That is the wrong mod. Where is the right mod? I thought it was just here. I might have just spaced on that. I don't know. Oh, there's the new mod. Yeah, go ahead and apply it, and then I'm gonna have you make sure it is above the gameplay throwaway fix. Make sure it is above, I think above the CBS logo, and then you should be good there. I do like it in that spot. I guess, yeah, we'll get the CBS throwaway or sports logo for that. Yep, we're gonna take off the uniforms because it's college football. I'm gonna try to launch this. I haven't launched it. I don't think you can have these two either. Don't know about that, but it's safer to remove them. I'm gonna pause while this is applying because it's gonna take a while. For reference, I never updated the CBS logo mod thing for this, so it came up with this error and would not launch, and in fact then crashed, which is fine. I could update it. I think, do I still even have the folder? I might still have the folder even open, so I could just do this while we are still on this video. Let me see, did I get rid of that? I think I did. I'm gonna get rid of this too, I don't need it. I have my mods downloaded elsewhere. But anyways, I don't think we need that 100%, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and I should be able to launch it now. Oh, I forgot the gameplay throwaway fix, but that's not gonna matter, because we're not gonna be getting into the game, for gameplay. I'm not gonna go into practice mode or anything. As soon as we can figure out if this is working from the standpoint of what it, yeah, hold on, sorry, I was just thinking about what he said. Yeah, once it's done, yeah, I'm gonna pause the video. Let this be a lesson. The applying mods thing does take a while. So yep, especially with the college football mod, in my experience, it takes a while. I am at, what, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes on this, so I'm gonna pause it and wait till it actually launches. Okay, so yeah, that took a while, for the, applying mods. You gotta be patient, it's gonna take a very long time, at least you'll feel like, and then it'll be done. And that is only going to happen the first time you apply mods. Every time after that will be a lot faster. So anyways, we're going to go to Creation Center, Share and Manage, Load and Delete. You're going to open this, and I forgot to install the save files, to be honest, or the roster file, so it's not there. I should have done that, but whatever. We've got the no, I didn't install that one either. But anyways, you would have the college football mod in franchise if you were doing that, and the roster under roster, and play now for play now, franchise for franchise. I think you've got it. I don't know. There shouldn't be. Hold on. Did I have anything in my notes? No. It looks like that's everything that I wanted covered in this video. And we got there, and it only took an hour and a half. So hopefully I got everything covered for you, and now you are the master, not the apprentice. Well, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one, I guess.